Welcome back to the Big Kountry YouTube channel, and today guys, you can see we got stuff everywhere. Bikes tore apart. I don't have the Hondas down, the Gsxrs down. We've been concentrating so much on getting the Bully of Mexico ready to go. We've had to rob parts from the Turbo Gixxer to get Long John Silver ready for its races. And then we've had a race in between with the big race bike. We have had so much stuff going on that I literally, this is the only motorcycle I got right now that's ready to go, ready to run. We got upgrades for it, we got upgrades for the Honda, we got upgrades for the Turbo Gixxer, but today we're gonna focus on getting the Turbo Gixxer back rolling and back put together. I got quite a few new mods for weight savings, some new cool, sweet products, and we got that HTP fuel pump that we've been talking about that we need to take it back to the track to be able to get this thing down the track safely and possibly into the 4-second zone. First things we're going to change, because we got the gas tank off already. It's way easier to do this. We don't got to worry about scratching our gas tank. You see here we got a black G-Force upper triple tree here. Now that's a sweet product, but it uses the stock clip-ons, and let's just say G-Force has upgraded his design on these triple trees, and Big Kountry had to reach out to him and get some, because we are going to replace the handlebars and the triple tree. Let's just check it out. G-Force sent us, of course, we had to get that raw finish on this thing so it matches our clutch cover and everything. Look at these two together. I really like going with this raw finish stuff on this bike. Matches the wheels, of course, our clutch cover, and man, G-Force does some excellent machine work stuff on these things. So the other thing that this does, like I said, is gets rid of our factory clip-ons, meaning that we have to have a set of handlebars now. Okay, obviously though, we're eliminating this whole clip-on section. It's gonna be a lot lighter. SB Racing, this is a smaller company that's just getting going, reached out to me on Instagram, and we tried out a set of their carbon fiber handlebars. I mean, these things weigh nothing. You're gonna replace this heavy factory clip-on with this super light handlebar. I'm excited to get all this stuff off and kind of get a weight and see how much weight savings this is. And it's gonna look super clean, having all this stuff not jumbled up under there, all them extra bolts. I mean, yeah, it looked real cool when I did it, but then when I see this new upgraded option, it's gonna look so much better. Guys, you know how it works. Anytime we do these parts, we gotta get weights and measurements to see if this stuff is worth it. So here's our setup we had, which of course this is way lighter than stock, but G-Force triple tree, and then these are the factory handlebars still on this bike. 2 pounds 3 ounces. Like I said, this triple tree is a lot lighter than a stock triple tree. So if you have stock stuff, it's gonna be even lighter. New G-Force triple tree. And dude, these handlebars, these 1.5. So basically a pound off switching this right here. 1 pound is a pretty big deal. Maybe not so much when you have a turbo like I do, but if you have a regular Gsxr, 1 pound is a huge deal. And like I said, this is probably, if you're doing a key switch delete and everything, I know it's like, we saved like 2.5 pounds going to this. So you're talking about 3.5, almost 4 pounds by doing this from stock. And I mean, it's gonna look way freaking cooler. G-Force has these in raw or black. You can use discount code Big Kountry with them. SB Racing makes these. They make these, they make aero discs, they're making mirror block offs, a lot of cool little pieces that they're just getting started. Go check them out on Instagram. I'll drop a link in the description here where you can go check out and see what they got. I mean, so far it looks like a really neat product, and we're really gonna put them to the test with these low 120 60 foots that this Turbo Gixxer is about to pull. Gonna have a lot of force on these handlebars, so I really hope that they hold up. The thing we're going to change while we're in here are Temu domino grips. They did good until you realize Big Kountry is kind of a dirty fella himself, and these things just got dirty quick. Nothing wrong with the product. We're going to switch over. These are real domino grips to a black. Going to look a lot better. These look real good for about the first week I had them. And then when I got on with my dirty fingers, got my grips dirty, don't look good no more. So now, black fixes that problem. All installed, and it looks freaking awesome, guys. Carbon fibre, raw machine, definitely the look we're going for on this bike. Though Big Kountry does notice now the gold stuff sticks out extremely bad, so now we got to go on a search, guys, to see maybe we can find red or something, steering stem nut, fork caps, and I think that would really set this thing off. The gold wasn't, I don't feel like, as noticeable when we had the black triple tree. But now that we have the silver and gold just clashes. And we got to fix that. But we're going to have to look around, search around. If you guys know who sells this stuff in red, go ahead and put in the comments where I can get that at. I'm going to do some searching myself. But man, look at the clutch cover. Look at the triple tree. Oh my goodness. Well, dang, guys. We ain't gonna be able to get her running today because I didn't even think about, so our HTP fuel pump, check it out. All billet, looks freaking sick. Factory fuel lines, everything hook right up. You see right there, the little gold piece, that's gonna be our boost reference. So we're gonna tie that in to our boost lines down here, and basically when this thing sees boost, it's gonna add fuel pressure for every pound of boost. So what that means, that's gonna keep us plenty of fuel when we start making boost on this thing. Our biggest problem though today is that it just has a power and a ground wire that hooks it up. Well, I thought BJ was coming in today, but he's not, and I need BJ's help on the wiring because I want this thing to have the factory plug on it. So I gotta look up, I gotta order the factory plug for this, and then that way it'll plug in just like the stock pump and everything. And yeah, Big Kountry likes to keep it all clean and original looking. But dang, look at that triple tree. That thing is sick. But I think we're pretty much done with what we can do to the Gsxr today, but it's not gonna stop us because we have more projects in the house. Another big thing that I got that I wasn't able to show you guys in our last video, we got a new engine for the race bike. So check this out, guys. I had Derek, who runs Night Stalker, build me an engine for the race bike. CDR is the name of his bike shop, and he surprised me with all the paint work and everything. I didn't ask for none of that, and just out of nowhere he builds me an engine set up country style, if you know what I'm saying, guys. So I'm gonna drop the clip where we pick that up, and you can see my reaction, because I definitely was not expecting that. I mean, look at the colors on this valve cover. Unbelievably great job. And this is a 5mm crank, stock bore, stock size pistons. Of course, the head has been done. This is a combo that we run in our race bike, basically built for strength. It's not so much about how much horsepower the motor will make, because the turbo does all the horsepower making. We just need the engine to be able to hold the power for the turbo. Now, the next thing I got, which we're gonna go ahead and install, Racetech Titanium. I reached out to him like, look, man, I recently just got probably the most badass motor that we've ever seen, and I need badass titanium bolts. So we got all bolts titanium here in blue to match. I have BJ is getting me the valve cover bolts in titanium blue, but basically this thing is going to be all tricked out, all titanium bolts. It's going to be lightweight, and they're going to look good. And I used my discount code Big Kountry 15 at Racetech Titanium and got all these bolts. Just look at them, guys. You get them in any color you want. Of course, I wanted blue, because it's either got to be red, white, or blue. And I'm about to get these things installed and just give you a little bit, just a glimpse of what it's going to look like. Now, a few things are clutch cover bolts and stuff like that. This clutch cover does not belong on the engine, because the bike, we have to switch the clutch covers over. I also don't know if I ever showed you guys this. Look at my new clutch cover that I got. Got the Big Kountry logo. I had John Gover, who is a machinist and racer that we race with, make that for me. That is an air clutch, meaning that BJ can control in the computer when that clutch fully locks. If you're from the car world, think of it as like a converter lockup. When we get going down the track and we are full set and we don't want any more clutch slip, BJ tells this clutch to boom, lock the clutch completely. And with these high horsepower engines, it has to have that, because no matter what, you can try to lock the clutch up manually, and the 700 plus horsepower of the Turbo Hayabusa still just drives right through the clutches. So this air clutch is a must. We already had the air clutch last season, so nothing new with that, but we did get the new freaking sweet cover with the Big Kountry logo on it, and I couldn't be more happy with that. So just imagine, guys, we're gonna take this engine, we're gonna put that clutch cover on it, we're gonna have all these titanium bolts, and the coolest part of all this, people are probably thinking, oh man, well, it's red, white, and blue. You're not even gonna be able to see that because it's in the bike. Well, yeah, on a normal motorcycle, that's kind of the case, because the bodywork, the frame, all that covers it up. On this bike, look, guys, you can see the whole engine, everything in between the frame. So right there is our black valve cover, which is now gonna be red, white, and blue. It's gonna stick out. It's gonna look so freaking cool, guys. It's the little details that matter and make these things freaking sweet. I'm so excited to get that thing in the bike. Not real sure when we're gonna do it. We're probably gonna rock one more race with this engine, and then we're gonna get it out, send it to Derek, let Derek go through it and freshen everything up, and we'll start using the engine over here. This engine is gonna be referred to as the Patriot. That's what Derek, he labeled it, and I feel like it couldn't be more fitting for Big Kountry than to have a Patriot engine. So I'm really excited to see. He says he's gonna do the other one something different. Of course, I think he's got to keep it along the same American lines, but we're going to have two engines with two different names. Oh, man. Well, I'm excited. Let's get these bolts in there. Come on. God, dude, that just makes the bike, it just looks so much more tricked out when you get these Racetech bolts. And I mean, when you see the blue and all that stuff, it just screams, dude, this is aftermarket. This ain't stock cheap heavy bolts. This is Racetech Titanium, dude. Went ahead and put these bolts on our engine that we have now because we don't even have the right clutch cover on the other engine. Long story short, it just made more sense to go ahead and install our bolts on our engine that's in the bike. And dude, they stand out so much more with that silver backing. They look effing awesome, guys. I love these bolts, and they just, like I said, it just stands out so much more and shows that you really put the detail into the bike. So super excited about that. And then, our engine, of course. I mean, this whole combo just looks freaking crazy. There's still a few more bolts that we could replace and find. We don't want to change any of these main bolts because these are ARP hardened bolts. Can't change those. But we got a few down here that we could change. Really pretty big deal. I got the bolts themselves right here. These are all the bolts that we took out. Racetech says that titanium bolts are 60% lighter, so 10 ounces. So basically you save 5 ounces, which is close to half a pound on these bolts. But like I said, I mean, if you're going all out, you replace all these bolts on the whole bike. It makes a huge difference. Plus, they look so much better. So, I mean, this is not a crazy upgrade. You're not going to put these on and be like, dang, my bike's way faster. But when you do all these little bitty things, it definitely helps and does make you faster, actually, believe it or not. But super excited about getting this whole combo together. All right, guys, all in all, feeling pretty dang good about today. We got the mods on the Gsxr. We got our engine ready. We got the race bike pretty much ready to go. I mean, at this point, guys, all we really got left to get going is the Honda. The Honda, I am doing some developmental work on, and I can't really tell you about that. We're gonna make another video about that and show you what we're learning about the Honda and how we're gonna make it faster going forwards. But I feel a lot better about my bikes being put back together, especially this one, because I hated going by every day in the shop and seeing it not be fully put back together. So guys, we really want to take a second and thank all our sponsors that helped us make this video. The G-Force Racing, hooking us up with some awesome parts. Racetech Titanium bolts, SB Racing, and then of course CDR. But excellent job on our engine, and I can't wait to get that put back in. Other things going on in the shop, we got the Bullia Mexico. It's waiting on the winter to come pick it up. A couple from Missouri won the Bullia Mexico, so I have everything ready on it, ready to go. They're coming in a couple weeks to pick it up. I have my Hayabusa frame I'm going to be selling. It is a Gen 2 frame that has been short-necked and cut rail. Lots of machine work. Very expensive frame if you had to have all the machine work done yourself. Clean title, $2,000. Hit me up. It's a heck of a deal and a really good start to a race bike for somebody. But that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me and helping me get this stuff done on the bikes today. But until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, and keep it country.